Peace to you. What's going on, beautiful people? It's a beautiful day. Today is the Master Key System, part 11. So, if you don't know me, my name is SeaJay. Nice to meet you. This book brings us closer to our inner self, giving us clarity and guidance toward how to achieve our desires, and maybe even showing you what your life purpose is here, or you figuring that out within yourself. It's a really great book. Along this series, it's probably going to be about 24 to 28 video series. So this is 11. You made it just in time. Stick around. You can go back to the first one and catch up. But without further ado, let's get into it. So as usual, I start with the introduction. I'm going to read the introduction, and then I have just one little thing I'm going to read in here, and then the application. Use the timestamps below so you can kind of navigate through. If you're coming back here, just go straight to the application or straight to number 17, and you can listen to that and go about that how you will. But here we go. Introduction. Your life is governed by law, by actual immutable principles that never vary. Law is in operation at all times, in all places. Fixed laws underlie all human actions. For this reason, men and women who control giant industries are enabled to determine with absolute precision just what percentage of every 100,000 people will respond to any given set of conditions. It is well, however, to remember that while every effect is the result of a cause, the effect in turn becomes a cause, which creates other effects, which in turn create still other causes. So that when you put the law of attraction into operation, you must remember that you are starting a train of causation for good or otherwise, which may have endless possibilities. We frequently hear it said, "A very distressing situation came into my life, which could not have been the result of my thought," as I certainly never entertained any thought which could have such a result. We fail to remember that like attracts like in the mental world, and that the thought which we entertain brings to us certain friendships, companionships of particular kind, and these in turn bring about conditions and environment, which in turn are responsible for the conditions of which we complain. So I will say I am a little uneasy about unvarying beliefs, just because we are limitless beings, anything is possible. But this book is trying to get us to understand certain principles. So you don't have to take this as the concrete truth or the concrete fact, or this is what you have to do, or this is how it works. Just, give it some thought. But some of the principles it's talking about is the law of attraction, magnetic attraction. The thoughts, actions, emotions, and intentions you have will manifest similar energy into your reality. So you want to use your thoughts and actions and emotions and intentions wisely or constructively so that you're obtaining certain goals that you actually desire, and you're not having thoughts or allowing thoughts to come into your mind, and then you keep entertaining certain thoughts you don't allow. Then you're going to be manifesting certain outcomes that you really don't desire. And then you might start blaming other people for the reason why you are where you are, or pointing the finger, or just being confused as to why your life is the way it is. But really, at the end of the day, it's what this is telling us is it's all us. It's our thoughts, what we have had, the actions that we carried out because of thoughts that we had on a certain person or a certain situation. The perception that we have developed within ourselves that now we use, and now we perceive of certain things, or we have a certain idea of how things should be. It all goes back to us and our thoughts and our beliefs. You may tell yourself, well, I didn't have these certain thoughts that created my reality to be this way. I didn't want my reality to be like this. How can you tell me that this is something I created? Well, maybe not literally, but you definitely played a part in the reason for why you are where you are. So it's a never-ending cycle of causes and effects. The causes being your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, and the effects being the outcomes from your actions. And then on top of that, your causes will start to become effects themselves. For example, if you start having certain thoughts that you aren't doing great in school, and then the effect is now you're getting bad grades because you're having low vibrational thoughts about yourself, and you're beating yourself up. So now your grades are reflecting the thoughts that you have on yourself. Now on top of that, now your grades become an effect, and the cause to that is now you may not get what it may be. You were going to get some type of grant or scholarship if you were to get good grades. So now your grades become the effect of you not getting a scholarship. So it's a never-ending cycle. So what this is trying to get us to think about is be mindful for everything you set in action, because the momentum's going to continue out. So whatever intentions, thoughts, or desires you have, let them be something of value to you in the world. Let it be something. So once you put this certain thing in action, you are going to help yourself and other people. It's just the domino effect is going to be an uplifting, energetic effect, instead of you starting to create manifestations or create desires that will start to impact other people's lives or your lives maybe in a negative way. So I feel like this introduction was really focusing on our thoughts and the importance of them and the impact that they can have on our life. So now I want to go over to number 17. We are first to believe that our desire has already been fulfilled. Its accomplishment will then follow. This is a concise direction for making use of the creative power of thought by impressing on the universal subjective mind the particular thing which we desire as an already existing fact. We are thus thinking on the plane of the absolute and eliminating all consideration of conditions or limitations. So these points right here are so important to me. These are things that we've talked about before, but it just rings so true in my soul. I wrote down some things about on this little section right here, so I'll just read it. Whatever you desire, when you think of it, think as if it's already happening. Visualize yourself already having it. Act as if you already have it. Visualize how you would feel and how you would react as if you already have what you desire in your possession, because you already do. So it sounds so simple, but it's so deep and so impactful, because with the whole law of attraction and the principles that it talks about in here, you attract energy that you are. Basically, you attract what you are. So if you are trying to manifest something, or you have desires and you're thinking about it as in like hoping for it or seeing it always in your future, or you just praying and just wishing for things, the energy that you're exuding is the energy of lack. You basically saying, I don't have this yet, I want this. So then you won't be as effectively attracting the things that you want. You more so be attracting more reasons to feel like you don't have the things you want, because that's the type of energy you're exuding, is a lack, a want, a hope. So whenever you start to visualize and really believe that the things that you want are already happening, they're already in your possession, you already have that house you want. So then you start having certain actions and thoughts and emotions that match the version of yourself as if you were already to have it. Start thinking that, okay, I already have the house. Visualize it as if you're walking through. Whenever you walk into your house, maybe you went and you seen the house, or you seen it on online or something, whenever you walk into your room, visualize it as if it was the room that you want. Have emotions, be happy. Whenever you walk into your room and you're visualizing, be happy. Like, oh, I'm so happy that I got this room. Even though it's not the house that you have right now. That's okay. That part doesn't matter. We live in a linear world right now in this life. So things we can manifest really quickly in the dimension of thinking, in the dimension of our mind that is not physical. But when it comes to the physical part of it, it takes time because we're on Earth and things are just linear. So we can manifest it in our mind, but soon it will be in our possession. And whenever you start to understand this type of principle, this law of attraction way of thinking of it, you will start to think of all your desires, everything you want, as if it's already happening. Even if it's you having a good day, whenever you wake up, you're going to start envisioning yourself smiling at the end of your day. Smiling, if you're going to work, you're going to wake up, start visualizing yourself having a good day at work. Maybe you're visualizing yourself going into the bank and pulling out a whole bunch of money, because you just know that you're about to have so much money. You know you're successful. You know something big's going to happen in your life, and you're visualizing yourself walking into your bank and saying thank you and grabbing money. Not to say that these things that you visualize are going to happen exactly how you visualize it, but that energy that you are exuding, you grabbing money and going home, you visualizing that a nice house that brings you joy and happiness and fulfillment, that energy is going to come back around into your reality. And by acting in this way and thinking in this way and manifesting in this way as if what you want is already here, you eliminate all possibilities of limitations, like it's talking about in 17. Because now you're bringing it right into your possession. Instead of you thinking about, I'll just keep going with the house. Oh man, well maybe I can't get the house because the finances and the area, and some people might already be putting in for it. I might be late. Now you're giving yourself limitations. So what are you attracting? You're attracting things to come into your life to distract you and make you feel like you can't have it. So whenever you are thinking in terms of, I already have it, I'm happy, you eliminate all those other mindsets, all those other ways of thinking that can creep into your mind and set you off or get you off course. So by you visualizing and acting and feeling as if your desires are happening in the moment, your manifestation capabilities and effectiveness it's on 100. And also, don't allow for this time that we have to wait for our desires to come into this physical form. Don't allow for the journey to make you feel like you aren't going to get your desired goals. For example, with the house, you're visualizing and stuff, and now you're just living your life. Things start popping up. Oh, there's another house. Oh, this person said that wasn't selling anymore. Or maybe now I lose my job, and now I feel like I can't get the house anymore. Or things are going to happen in your life that may make you feel that the things that you desire or the things that you're trying to manifest are no longer capable. Things are going to come into your life that are going to be challenging. It's going to be, something that maybe you have to put more effort and time into or more focus on. But don't allow for the journey to make you feel like you cannot obtain your goals anymore. Because sometimes our journey is here for us to strengthen us so that we can be more grateful whenever we get to our desires, so that we can be more knowledgeable once we acquire our desires, so that we can be more strong and be the person we need to be in order to have the desires we want. So although we live in this linear life and things, we're here day by day and we grow older, don't allow for this reality to make you feel that the thoughts that you have in your mind and the things that you're trying to manifest as if they're already here are not capable. If you think they're capable, if you can see it in your mind, if you can see yourself in that house or whatever you're trying to manifest, you can see yourself at that vacation or with that amount of money or with that smile on your face or whatever you're trying to manifest. Even if you're just trying to manifest a smile, if you can see it in your mind, it's already happening. You just got to wait for it to catch up to you, because we're of a dense material, and the mind thought, that's a whole nother dimension that we tap into every time we think, but it doesn't work the same way. So that's kind of what I get from 17 and 18. Now I'm gonna go over to the application. For your exercise this week, concentrate on the quotation taken from the Bible. Whatsoever thing ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them. Notice that there is no limitation. Whatsoever things is very definite and implies that the only limitation which is placed upon us is our ability to think, to be equal to the occasion, to rise to the emergency, to remember that faith is not a shadow, but a substance, the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So this application is so powerful. I actually thought it was going to be another visualization type thing, but I like this. This is just really showing us how we have the ability to create our reality, and the only person getting in the way of it is ourselves. But it's not to fault you, because we're in a world where there's so many distractions, and we become programmed in such a way that it's not your fault that you don't realize the fullness and the magicalness that you are, that everybody is. It's okay. These ideals, these ideas, these realities have been suppressed from our mentality, from our thinking. So it's okay, but hey, we're figuring it all out all over again. And this is really powerful, because whenever you really realize that there are no limitations, and the only limitations that arise in your life are the ones that you create in your mind, it's such a phenomenal way of thinking. For me, it's like a breakthrough. It's like coming into this type of mentality can change somebody's life forever, because you may think that you are less privileged than other people. Maybe you're of a certain ethnicity. Maybe you make a certain amount of money, so you're put in a certain class. Maybe you have some type of disability that they call it. Or maybe you have something that goes on in your life, or something about you that you feel is limiting you and making you not as capable as other people. The only limitation you have is your thoughts of yourself. You may think that, for example, you are less privileged because you can't buy or have certain things, or you weren't raised a certain way to have a better education, or you weren't raised in a community where they gave you the things that you needed so that you can become a successful person. You may feel like you are less privileged because of those certain financial situations, or just gender situations, or ethnic situations. You may think you're less privileged, but really you're limiting yourself by comparing yourself and what your success should be with other people. Somebody else may need in their journey to get to that particular job, or have this particular thing easy for them. Maybe getting through life is easy for them because their parents were really wealthy or whatnot, so they had it easier. Maybe their whole entire family or their whole entire ethnic group had certain things easier. Hey, that's fine. That was their purpose. That was their purpose. You just focus on yours. Maybe you aren't supposed to have those certain things that those other people have as easy. Maybe that's not your purpose, and you're trying so hard to accomplish certain goals and become a certain type of successful being in the wrong places. Maybe you're supposed to become this strong, driven, passionate person from all the struggles that you may have to go through. Maybe you're supposed to be on this journey where you're not given certain privileges. You have to find your own way. You have to create your own reality. You have to build something instead of conforming to somebody else and just having the easy route. Maybe the things that you may think are limiting you are put in place to show you just how powerful you are, to show you the capabilities that you have, to show you your purpose in this life, and to help build you into the person that you desire to be. So don't limit yourself in any way. Stay true to who you are. Don't compare yourself too heavily with other people. Know that everything that is going on in your life is happening for a divine reason. Everything happening in your life is happening for your benefit, for your evolvement. Nothing is happening to you in your life to bring you down. Even if you lose something or lose somebody, everything happening in your life is happening for you. There's no limitations in your life. You are limitless. All right, so this was a powerful chapter. Thank you for staying to the end. I appreciate you. If this resonated with you in any way, comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can see whenever I post new videos, all that stuff. But I really appreciate you all for sitting on here and listening to me and, going along this journey with me. It's something really, really near and dear to my soul, and it's really been helping me along my journey. And if this is helping you, let me know. Speak to me. Type in the comments. I know y'all be watching. You can type a comment down there. You could talk to me. It kind of helps me see where you guys are at and like what you like or what you're getting from it or what you're not getting from it. So your comments are definitely appreciated. Much love to you. Next week will be chapter 12 and we'll keep on going through. I'm gonna post some more videos on some other stuff. I think I'm gonna do some stretching stuff. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned, subscribe. All right, I'm gonna make another playlist on stretching, daily stretching routine, stretches for your splits, stuff like that. And new music. I'll probably make a new song this week, a little short thing, just me being me. You keep on being you. Stay true. Do what puts a smile on your face. You are limitless. Much love. Peace.